We're here on the boys' 9 and 10-year-old 3K race. See all the 30-plus teams going through their warm-ups and run-outs and inspirational speeches and last-minute instructions from coaches and parents and well-wishers. 3K race. They'll start here at the unified start. They'll run 300 meters or so, do a short little loop. Then they'll return to the 5K course, loop around it, and then head on past the gazebo on into the finish. 3K. Same as the young ladies that ran it just a moment before. Have 285 runners in this race. I believe that's the largest ever in this particular age division. It's interesting to kind of chart the growth of this race. Just last year it was 256 runners, and year before 260 runners. That was 2015, 2014, just a little over 200. 216 runners, and then 213 had 211 runners. So you can see that from 213 to present, it's gone from just a little over 200 runners to just a little under 300 runners. Just massive growth in the sport. These young men are hopefully going to be around for a while to continue with that growth of the sport. Look at a lot of the athletes that have really done well in this event have gone on to have successful careers back in their home state. 2013, Connor Hayes won this. And of course, Connor's gone on to win probably 3 or 4 national championships, and he's done really well at the middle school and high school level. The whistle indicating the flag is up. You can see the officials going back around to make sure nobody's got their toe across the line, and we'll shortly hear the cannon blast. Once again, we have 2 camera angles, and the cannon is off, and the runners are running. 2017 edition of the boys' 9 and 10-year-old 3K race here at Voice of America Park in Westchester, Ohio. An overview of some of the teams that we have competing here today. Flying Angels, Nova, Indiana Stat, Glen Ellen, Staley Striders, Fisher's Fire, Lowe, Dogwood Cross Country, Jinx America, Buffalo Chips, Knoxville Youth. Now this is the inner loop here on the course. Probably 600 meters or so, kind of hard to tell. They'll be exiting this interior loop and heading back to the larger exterior loop. Starting to really get soupy here. People are starting to lose their shoes. See, it's kind of becoming difficult for some. We'll be heading from this point to the exterior loop. Here we are on the exterior loop. Race time 4 minutes 30 seconds. Not quite the midpoint of the race, but approaching the midpoint. Back to some of the teams talked about that are competing this very moment. KC Cheetahs, Brokaw, Philadelphia CYO, Louisville Tiger Sharks, Seashore Striders, Belvedere Tornadoes, Southern Indiana Running Club, Hudson Youth, Elgin Sharks, Team Kentucky, Body in Training, Northeast Striders, Derby City, CMAC All-Stars, Running Tigers, Farmington Elementary, St. Louis Blazers, Copley, Westfield Green Waves, Bates, Talmadge, Southern Indiana Catholic. Just teams from all over vying for the chance to earn a medal or a team trophy, or for a few, a national championship. We're just a few minutes away from taking you to the finish of the race. It's the 2017th edition of the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. This event's been contested all over Midwest and South. And this year we have teams competing from coast to coast, from Philadelphia to Washington State and all points in between. State champions from Kansas and Oklahoma and all kinds of states. Individuals to watch in this particular race. Returning 9-year-olds, Jaden Merrick. He was 3rd last year. Keegan Frisbee, he was 5th. Nolan Yeagle was 15th. And Braden Tunison was 20th. See how it comes out in the final team score. Looks like that's Jaden Merrick. He was 3rd last year. This year he's champion. Our second runner, Philadelphia CYO runner, Grayson McLaughlin. 3rd runner, looks like that's going to be Garrison Gilvin, Braden Tennyson. 5th was Corbin McGahee from Body in Training, and then just streaming on in. As I mentioned, the middle portion of the race, Jaden Merrick was 3rd last year. He's 5th this year. He was the top 9-year-old. Nolan Yeagle was 15th last year. He's competing here today. And Braden Tennyson, he was 20th last year, runs for the Belvedere Tornadoes, 4th today. So he's moved up quite a bit. Last year, the top performing team was Fort Washington Knights. Philadelphia CYO was 2nd. Derby City 3rd. Brokaw Blazers were 4th. Louisville Tiger Sharks 5th. Accelerators were 6th. Music City 7th. Running Tigers 8th. Philly CYO B team. And then the Belvedere Tornadoes rounded out the top 10. That was last year's championship teams. Top 10. $26 full teams last year. 2015, Caleb Hymans from Nova. Luke Burton from Seashore Striders, I believe that's Delaware, was 2nd. Michael Woolery from Philadelphia, third, and Adam Patel, I believe he ran for Goshen Elementary, but in 2015 he was running for Derby City. Philadelphia CYO was first, Brokaw second, Fort Washington Knights was third, Team Kentucky fourth, and Fisher's Fire was fifth. 260 runners competed that year, 2015. We mentioned 2013, Connor Hayes was the champ, and Joshua Meeman, teammate running for Derby City, was second. Derby City was first, Brokaw second, Philadelphia CYO. Here's some of those same names that are top performing teams. At the end of this race, we'll take you to the team scores. Also an interview with our top performers. They're getting their chips off right now and getting ready for a quick interview. We're here in Westchester, Ohio, just a little bit north of downtown Cincinnati, real close to Mason, Ohio, and Kings Island. Here at Voice of America Park at the 2017 edition of the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. We were last here in 2008. Next year, I hope you all will join us at EP Tom Sawyer Park in Louisville, where at this very moment they're running the Division I College National Championship. Nothing but the finest courses that we run on here at the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Mentioned several other years. Kind of skipped over 2014. Espen Lentz was the champion that year, and Ethan Ransdell from Derby City was second. And then many of you may recall Thor Newsom. He was third, running for Team Kentucky. Not quite sure if Newsom still runs. Don't think he does. But back in his youth, he was quite the phenom. Derby City was first that year. Philadelphia CYO in 2014 was second. Louisville Tiger Sharks third. Complete race coverage of the boys' 9 and 10 3K race. Wind's starting to really pick up, and of course the course is soupy, and see the runners coming in got mud all over their shoes. That just kind of inhibits performance. Kind of hard to deal with. They're literally covered in mud. We've had athletes with mud all over their face and up their back and legs, and just caked all over their shoes. On the first race of the day, you could find a spot here or there where the mud wasn't present, but now after so many races, it's just trying to figure out a way to get through the mud as opposed to avoiding it. We're going to go to an interview with our top two performers, and then have the team scores. Joining me are Jaden and Grayson, the two top finishers in the boys' 9 and 10-year-old 3K race here at Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. Jaden, tell me a little bit about your race.
So, right at the start, after I took like 3 or 4 steps, I already went down. And then the back half, I just knew I had to push it to try to get back into top 5 at least. And it ended up being that.
So you started the race off, what, in last place?
Pretty much.
Oh, wow. So was it hard weaving in and out of the crowd to move up to the top?
I had to throw a few elbows to get around, but everybody else was too, so I figured, if I get up there, I get up there.
Yeah, good deal. Grayson, tell me about your race.
I was really strong in the beginning, and then like around the middle mark, there was a lot of wind coming towards me, and then there was a bunch of mud. And I was like slowing down there, and that's when he passed me. And then from when he passed me, I was just trying to keep up with him.
Oh, okay. Now, Grayson, you run for Philadelphia CYO. What grade are you in school?
I'm fourth.
Fourth grade, and what school do you attend?
Newtown Elementary.
And what school do you attend?
Cedar Heights Elementary. It's in Cedar Falls, Iowa.
Well, great. Congratulations to you gentlemen on your wonderful finish today here in the 3K race for 9 and 10-year-olds in the Cross Country Coaches National Youth Championship. We're here in the finish line. You can see all the runners taking their chips off, and just see how everybody's covered in mud. This one young man here, it's just all over him on his knee and leg and caked in there on the bottom of his shoe. Final team scores: in third place, the Louisville Tiger Sharks. Congratulations to them. Runner-up is Philadelphia CYO. And the national champion this year is the Brokaw Blazers. Congrats to them.